Hello everybody! If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 495, English learning poem, upper beginner. The words at first a tangled vine, a foreign sound no longer mine. Hello, a whisper shy and low, a tiny seed begins to grow. The grammar rules a winding maze, through tenses, moods and verb-filled days. Do, does, did, a tricky dance. Each new phrase learned, a hopeful glance. From simple greetings, slow and clear, to stories whispered in my ear. A sentence formed, a thought expressed, each tiny victory truly blessed. The dictionary, worn and thin, a faithful friend where wonders begin. New meanings found, a vibrant hue, the world expands with something new. Sometimes a stumble, a hesitant pause, misspoken words defying laws, but laughter shared, a helping hand, to rise again and understand. The accents vary, soft and strong, a global chorus where I belong. Each conversation a step more bold, a new horizon to unfold. For English opens every door, to knowledge vast and so much more. A bridge of words from heart to mind, a journey taken, truly kind. Vocabulary notes. Tangled, definition. Adjective, twisted together in a jumbled or confused mass, often implies a state of being difficult to separate or understand. Example from poem, the words at first a tangled vine. Explanation, this imagery describes how the English words initially seemed confusing and interwoven, much like a vine that's difficult to untangle. Similar words, matted, especially hair, fur or fibers, tangled into a thick mess. E.g., his hair was matted with sweat. Knotty, full of knots, intricate and difficult. E.g., we faced a knotty problem. Intertwined, twisted together or interwoven. E.g., their destinies were intertwined. Confused, here implying disarray or lack of clarity, not clearly arranged or distinct, e.g. the instructions were so confused. Jumbled, in a state of confusion or disorder, e.g. the contents of the box were all jumbled. Whisper definition, noun, a soft or low sound made by the breath, or a soft, low voice. Verb, to speak very softly, using only the breath without the vocal cords, especially for secrecy or to avoid disturbing others. Example from poem, hello, a whisper shy and low. Explanation, this conveys the learner's initial timidness and uncertainty when speaking English, the word coming out softly and hesitatingly. Similar words, murmur, noun, a soft, low and continuous sound. Verb, to say something in a low or indistinct voice, e.g. he spoke in a murmur, she murmured her agreement. Mutter, verb, to say something in a low or barely audible voice, especially in a complaining or disgruntled way. He muttered under his breath. Sibilant, adjective, characterized by a hissing sound, e.g. the snake made a sibilant sound. Rustle, noun verb, a soft dry sound as of leaves or paper moving, e.g. the rustle of leaves. Her dress rustled as she walked. Hiss, noun verb, a sharp, prolonged S sound, e.g. the steam hissed from the pipe. Maze, definition, noun, a complex network of paths or passages designed to confuse those who try to navigate through it. Figuratively, a complicated or confusing state of affairs. Example from poem: the grammar rules a winding maze. Explanation: this metaphor illustrates the complexity and difficulty of understanding and applying English grammar rules, suggesting it feels like trying to find one's way through a confusing labyrinth. Similar words: labyrinth, noun, a complicated, irregular network of passages or paths in which it is difficult to find one's way. A maze, e.g., we got lost in the labyrinth of ancient streets. Puzzle, noun, something that is difficult to understand or explain, e.g., her disappearance remains a puzzle. Conundrum, noun, a confusing and difficult problem or question, e.g., the team faced a financial conundrum. Tangle, noun, a confused mass of something twisted together, e.g., the wires were in a terrible tangle. Riddle, noun, a question or statement intentionally phrased so as to require ingenuity in ascertaining its answer or meaning, e.g., he spoke in riddles. Bless, blessed. Definition: verb, past participle used as adjective. To consecrate or make holy, to wish or confer well-being upon someone or something. In the poem's context, blessed means fortunate, highly favored, or bringing joy, happiness. Example from poem: each tiny victory truly blessed. Explanation: this emphasizes the feeling of gratitude and good fortune experienced with each small achievement in learning English. It suggests that these successes feel like a gift or something precious. Similar words: fortunate, adjective, favored by or involving good luck or fortune. Lucky, e.g., she was fortunate to have such supportive parents. Favored, adjective, preferred or treated with special kindness, e.g., he was the favored candidate. Enriched, adjective, having improved in quality or value, e.g., his life was enriched by travel. Gifted, adjective, having exceptional talent or ability, e.g., she was a gifted musician. Grateful, adjective, feeling or showing an appreciation for something good, e.g., I am grateful for your help. Worn, definition, adjective, damaged and deteriorated by continuous use or wear, appearing tired or exhausted. In the poem, it refers to an object showing signs of heavy use. Example from poem: the dictionary worn and thin. Explanation: this detail shows that the dictionary has been used extensively and frequently by the learner, indicating dedication and effort. The physical state of the book reflects the learner's hard work. Similar words: frayed, especially of a fabric, rope or cord, unraveled or worn at the edge, e.g., the cuffs of his shirt were frayed. Tattered, old and torn, in poor condition, e.g., he was wearing tattered clothes. Dog-eared, of a book or its pages, having the corners worn or folded down through use, e.g., his textbook was dog-eared from repeated reading. Threadbare, of cloth, clothing or soft furnishing, becoming thin and tattered with age, e.g., the threadbare carpet. Dilapidated, of a building or object, in a state of disrepair or ruin as a result of age or neglect, e.g., a dilapidated old shed. Stumble, definition, noun, an act of losing one's balance and nearly falling. Verb, to trip or nearly fall, to make a mistake or series of mistakes when speaking or performing. Example from poem: sometimes a stumble, a hesitant pause. Explanation: this refers to moments when the learner makes an error or hesitates while speaking English, much like physically stumbling, indicating a temporary difficulty or lack of fluency. Similar words: falter, verb, start to lose momentum, confidence or effectiveness, to hesitate or waver, e.g. his voice faltered, the company's growth began to falter. Blunder, noun, a stupid or careless mistake, verb, to make such a mistake, e.g. he made a serious blunder, they blundered into the trap. Trip, verb, catch one's foot on something and stumble or fall, e.g. she tripped on the rug. Hesitate, verb, pause before saying or doing something, especially through uncertainty, e.g. he hesitated before answering. Err, verb, be mistaken or incorrect, make a mistake, e.g. to err is human. Chorus, definition, noun, a large group of people singing together, also a part of a song that is repeated after each verse, figuratively a common expression or sentiment. Example from poem, a global chorus where I belong. Explanation, this powerful image suggests that English speakers around the world form a large, diverse group, and the learner feels a sense of belonging and connection within this international community. Similar words: ensemble, noun, a group of musicians, actors or dancers who perform together, e.g. the string ensemble. Choir, noun, an organized group of singers, typically one that takes part in church services or performs in public, e.g. the church choir. Concert, noun, a musical performance given by a number of singers or instrumentalists, e.g. a rock concert. Symphony, noun, an elaborate musical composition for full orchestra, typically in 4 movements, at least one of which is traditionally in sonata form. Can also refer to a harmonious arrangement, e.g. the symphony of nature. Assembly, noun, a group of people gathered together in one place for a common purpose, e.g. a school assembly. Story written by Gemini AI. Image created by Gemini AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.
Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.